Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. So, is it possible to live a peaceful life without having any siblings rivalry? Is it even halal, haram, wrong, right to have bickering between brothers and sisters and brothers among themselves, and so on? See, many Muslims, mashallah, because again they value the meaning of upbringing and parenting and so on. We always want our houses to be perfect. And we think that if there is any problem in the household, that means there is something wrong with our tarbiyah, something wrong with our values, and then eventually the parents they start fighting each other and cause a big damage to the entire fabric of the family and the entire society afterwards. So how should we treat that? See, if you look in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought some examples about siblings. Some of the siblings were, alhamdulillah, of the most righteous, others not necessarily. Some, even though they grew up in a household of righteousness, but still they did not grow up in the way that it should be. Look at the two examples from the Quran. The example of Musa alayhi salam and his brother Harun. When Musa alayhi salam received that guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what was the first thing that came to his mind, alayhi salatu wassalam? He said, Wa akhi Harun, my Rabb, my Lord, please send to my brother Harun. Like Musa alayhi salam, he knew that this is so much khair in it. And he wanted this khair to also be shared by his brother and with his brother. So he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send to Harun, and Allah azza wa jal responded to Musa alayhi salam, and he sent the message to Harun as well. Subhanallah, I'm sure that all parents would fantasize that their children will have this kind of compassion to one another, like Musa alayhi salam had to his brother Harun alayhi salam. But when we see the other example that was mentioned in the Quran, the example of the household of Yaqub alayhi salam, Yusuf and his brothers. SubhanAllah, Shaitan was clever, and that's what Yusuf alayhi salam said to his father. He says, "Min ba'di an nazaga ash-shaytanu bayni wa bayna ikhwati." My father, remember when the Shaitan, he caused the fitna between me and my brothers. So Yusuf alayhi salam was responsible when he became older, and he threw all the blame on the Shaitan, not on his brothers. That's such a wonderful, forgiving nature from one brother to his siblings and his brothers as well. But the point is, in this household of Yaqub alayhi salam, it wasn't a perfect siblings relationship. There was some bickering, there were some problems, there were some dangerous even encounters among themselves. But at the end of the day, look how Yusuf prevailed in the way that he forgave his brothers and he forgave his siblings. This is how it should be. More about the subject, inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala, I'm going to discuss in my new class, inshallah azza wa jal, Protect This House. It's coming your way. Check it out, inshallah. We'll see you there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.